Welcome back! This is it! We have been talking about community helpers, people who help in our community. And one of the ways that we were talking about that I read a story about before was about a nurse. Nurses have very important roles. They help keep us healthy and they help us when we're sick to feel better. And so we talked about a whole bunch of different community helpers that we come in contact with every day. And we are giving a great big thank you to all of them. And I asked you also to do something. Do you remember what it was? Not eat the chocolate chip cookies that the baker made. Although I agree with you, that is a good thing. Not too many, a few. I challenged you or asked you to go out into the community with your family when you go and say thank you to people who help us. We forget sometimes because we're just so used to always having all those people do their jobs. And sometimes we forget to say thank you. Or we say thank you, but do we really mean it? For understanding why they're doing that. They chose those jobs. I even thought of another one. We talked about bakers. We talked about chefs. We talked about firefighters. We talked about nurses. We talked about sanitation collectors, the garbage collectors. We talked about mailmen. We also talked about, I'm trying to remember, so many different helpers. Oh, the farmers with our fruits and vegetables. In fact, I would like to say on a previous lesson, I showed the seeds that I was growing. And pretty soon I'm about to take a video to go back outside and show you where I'm at now to when I first planted those seeds and started to see them grow up out of the ground. Now you wouldn't believe your eyes. But those are farmers that help feed the whole world or feed our community. So those are another group of people that need to be thanked also. And I came up with another one that I didn't talk about last time. Now, I don't know if you have any pets. I do. Do you? Oh, whoa. There were a whole bunch of different ones I think I heard. But I have 2 dogs. One is a golden retriever and one is my daughter's dog that lives with us, and it's a pug. We also have a cat. We've had birds, we've had fish, we've had hermit crabs who lived so long, and other animals throughout our time. And I have lots of outdoor, not my own pets, but I have a lot of other outdoor animals that live near me. But they all have one thing in common. They need help, who do they go to? We found out last time that when we're sick and not well, like I mentioned before, we go to a nurse or a doctor. That's a sign for it. Do you remember? Good. We would take animals like our pets or outdoor animals that might get hurt that it's safe for us to go near. We don't go running up to just any animal, especially a hurt animal outside. This means taking time to stop and think and go and get an adult and let the adult help make the decision about what to do if there's a hurt animal outside. But here we are, a veterinarian. So I'm going to teach you the sign for vet. And if you remember back, we were doing the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So before, when I taught you doctor and nurse, I used a sign like this. We didn't use our letters to spell out a word. But for vet, we would spell out the word. So let's see if you remember. V-E-T. You see it? T. V-E-T. A vet. Right. That is the doctor that we would take our pets to. And here's our book. So I'm going to read to you about a veterinarian. It says, I Want to Be a Vet. And it is by Dan Liebman and Firefly Books. Animals need doctors, just as people do. A doctor who treats animals is called a vet, which is short for veterinarian. Oh, look, she's trying to feed the little kitten with a bottle. Vets work with all kinds of animals. This dog is having a paw examined during his yearly checkup. It looks like a golden retriever. Almost looks like my pup. This nurse holds the cat still while the vet clips the cat's nails. Ugh. Not always a fun job because they don't usually sit still. Like children, dogs need shots to help them grow strong and healthy. This pup is about to get his first shot. Oh, I'm pretty sure I heard a few of you go, oh, getting a shot isn't fun, but it's something that is really needed to help take care of and keep us from getting sick. So they help take care of us by giving us shots, and they don't want us to get any virus or some kind of sickness that could hurt us more than getting a little quick shot. Yeah, I know. Not always the best, most fun topic to talk about. Horses too need a vet's help. This vet checks the animal's teeth while the owner holds the rope. When we go to a certain kind of doctor that checks our teeth, we are talking about the dentist. Well, the vet can also check the teeth of animals, and that's okay. Sometimes cows are placed in a special stall to keep them from hurting themselves and the vet. This newborn calf needs to be dried and warmed right away. She is only a few minutes old, but already weighs more than you do. They look little, but they're quite big. As soon as they're born, within a few seconds or minutes, they're up on their feet and moving. That's just how they were born. That's what they do. And that's all part of life. Some vets in different areas, it depends on what area you live in. If you live near farms, a lot of veterinarians have been trained to work with farm animals. Where I live, all the vets over this way, they were trained to work with those animals, but it's not usual that they'll go out and work with farm animals. Do I have farms near me? I do, actually, but they usually have different types of veterinarians up here that we can call. One time, my dog was having eye problems, and the veterinarian gave us medicine, but when it wasn't doing enough, he sent us to a veterinarian that was he had a specialty, and it was for eyes. That's just how it is. This large horse is having an operation. The vet has given the horse a shot to make sure it won't feel any pain. Like people, most animals recover quickly and are ready to go home in a few short days. Horses also need to be able to get back up. That's just how their bodies are. So this veterinarian was very careful to make sure that this horse wasn't feeling any extra pain, and they operated on him to make sure that he would get better. Country vets spend most of their time working at farms. These piglets have just been born. Piglets are baby pigs. Good. This girl wants her pet lamb to know that everything will be fine. Aww. I don't know if you can see because it's kind of dark, but that little lamb is getting a shot. But her mama, this little girl, is holding her and saying, it's okay, you're going to be fine. I bet you've heard that too, right? Animals like this bear cub need special care when their mothers aren't around to look after them. Vets know how to take care of animals caught in the wild. Ooh, this is a fox. You see, they're so super smart about so many different types of animals. The vet and his assistants are operating on this injured bald eagle. This vet is checking the dolphin's breathing. Because dolphins are so clever, they often do just what the vet wants them to do. Because dolphins, usually if they're in an aquarium or at a zoo, they have trainers that help them learn very special tricks that also serve as a special time that maybe a doctor needs to see them, so that the dolphins will react in a way that's helpful, right? And the vet can help make sure that they're feeling okay. Whoa, looking after whales can be dangerous work. The vet and his team must be very careful when handling such a large animal. You see how many people it takes to help keep this whale calm? A lot of people. But they're not there to hurt the animal. They're there to help the animal. Vets at zoos take care of animals from all over the world, like this wallaby from Australia. Wow. It is much harder to give medicine to a llama than to a dog or a cat. I don't know if you know, but llamas, they can spit. That's one of their defenses if they feel threatened or if they feel that you're too close. But somehow, some way, a lot of animals feel that the vet is there to help them. And even though sometimes they yelp because it kind of shocked them or surprised them, or it might have hurt just for a second, we know that vets are there to help. And so they do a very special job. Vets can't ask the patient what the problem is. This vet is testing the little owl's vision. So there's some tricks and things that the vets do to try to help the animals communicate what's wrong. It must be hard because I don't know all the time why my dog might wake up and not be acting like himself. But I can trust and thank a veterinarian to help us in that case. So that's another job that we don't often think of, but is a community helper. And the only time we really think about it is if my pet isn't feeling well and I need to take them to the vet. And then I'm sure to always make sure I say thank you. I wonder if you can think of even more community helpers that we haven't thought of here yet during our times together. They have such important jobs, as does everyone. But a community helper is someone that we go to in our community for a certain thing, a certain job that they do that will help us, and it will help our whole community to run safely and smoothly. And I'm just wondering, what do you think you would want to be when you grow up? Will you be a community helper? Or will you go into a different type of work or a different type of job? Other jobs do help people also. So I know that you have a good heart and you've got good plans, and I know that you could succeed with lots of work. That's why we go on these learning adventures, so that you can learn more and more and more. And as you get older and you learn more and more and more, you're going to make a decision about what you want to do. And I'm so excited we're on this journey together. Oh, I can't wait to hear about the amazing things that you are going to be doing as you get older. Well, I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you've been saying thank you to all of the different community helpers that have been doing an awesome job getting us through and will continue to do a great job. Well, take care, friends. Bye.